Hey, how are you? I'm Scotty T from Your Comedy Minute. I'm joined today again by Dave from Total Blackout Painting, and Dave's got some real exciting news. Dave, it's great to have you here. Tell the people what you got going on.
Hey, thanks, Scotty. I appreciate it, man.
My pleasure, my friend. You're the
I,
best.
thanks. I just put a whole bunch of new stuff on my Etsy shop. I've got
Wonderful,
69 new listings on there. Uh,
wonderful, wonderful.
Tons of stuff. Spanning from I have some more stuff I need to put up there, but
Okay.
lots of things. Right now, I'm doing.
Yeah,
I
if you
run
can,
calculated shipping on mine. So if you reach out to me, if you want to buy something from my Etsy store and you hit me up, I will give you a screaming deal.
okay,
Likely
good.
I'll sell it to you for almost the cost of shipping if that's what you want.
Right.
Uh, and also I will never sell
Well,
you just
you
one
deserve
painting.
you deserve to make something, Dave. Your artwork is fantastic. If you
Oh,
can, tell the people because you were telling me last time that not only if they go to the Etsy store, they can click on a link and it takes them to the actual making of it. Is that right?
yeah, that's correct.
That's really
Whenever
cool.
I mean, most of my listings have videos associated with them. And
Right.
so, yeah, you can go to my listing, you can click on the link, you can watch it being made right there
I love that one
in high
that's up
speed.
right now. I love that one that's up right now.
Thanks. Yeah,
What is
this
that one?
I can't remember exactly what this one's called. It may be called Destruction. I've done a few of them like that.
Yeah, that one I love. I love that one. Well,
Yeah.
I like them all, but it just it for those of you that don't know, uh Dave does spray paint work. He's doing now a lot of glow in the dark black
Yeah.
light stuff.
Yeah.
But for you that don't know, Dave takes spray paint cans and he puts stuff down and he sprays around it and he pulls it up and all of a sudden you got an amazing piece of art. It's
Thanks.
really cool.
I do like the process because it is kind of like it's that big reveal at the end that makes it so cool.
Yeah. And the stencils you're doing now are real cool. I know you cut some new stencils out this week.
I did. I cut here. I've got a picture of that one. I just cut this stencil this week.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, I saw that one.
this was a it was an incredibly took me like 3 hours to cut the stencil. My hand still aches a little bit. I'm wearing a compression sleeve because
I
actually
see
doing
that.
that hurt my arm so much.
Okay.
It tired my arm out. So
Well, that's
but now I
perfect.
have the stencil and I'm gonna make a bunch of stuff with this stencil and I'm gonna throw it up on my Etsy also.
That's perfect for Halloween.
Yeah, I've got it hanging outside of my door right now just
Do you
because
know when the kids come trick or treating and my girlfriend goes to the door,
mhm.
they give her candy. I don't know. I don't know, Dave. Right now, I'm not getting enough oxygen. I'm just telling you. If she was here, she
Uh,
would hit me in the head with a pot.
now we don't get trick or treaters where I'm at because I'm in an apartment complex.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, they go to
Okay.
they go to the because there's houses like we're in the middle of a neighborhood.
Okay.
It's
All right.
way better to go to the houses around than it is to go to the
Okay.
apartments. So
Will your son go, or is he too old to go?
he's my youngest is 15. He's a little too old. He went to a
Yeah.
Halloween party yesterday with his mom.
Okay. Oh, that's
So
cool. That's cool.
yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt. Let's go ahead and go back one. Go back one. I like that one. That one. That one's really cool.
Yeah, I do. I really so I got some stencils, like just some regular uh, vinyl stencils off of Amazon, just a regular patterns. And that's what I've done here is put those inlaid those inside the woman's stencil is something I've cut, but I just inlaid those inside
Yeah,
there.
I kind of got that was a woman. I think that's why I liked it. She looks kind of provocative.
I found this stencil, or I found this silhouette and I cut the stencil. I turned it into a stencil myself.
Right.
And then I've got a couple of pieces up there that are just parts of they're
That
like
one's
more
neat.
than
That
one
one's really
piece.
neat, Dave. I like that one a lot.
Thanks. So another thing, if you come to my Etsy and buy something, I never sell you just one painting. I never give you just. I sell you one painting. I will never give you just one painting. You will always get at least three paintings.
Okay.
Um, every time everything I've sold so far, I like to send out surprises.
Yeah,
Um,
that's smart.
and I have a lot of stuff that I think is good, but I don't feel like it's good enough to sell.
Right.
And so I would like to get it out to people.
Sure.
And
Yeah, they're fantastic. You can
Thank
keep
you.
rolling through them, Dave. I want to expose as much as I can. You know me, I've always tried to help
Yeah.
fellow YouTubers out. I worked with Brown Boy a week or so ago.
Yeah, I watched those. I was really good. That was really informative, actually. I really did, and like that guy's his interview. That was
Well,
a good one.
not to take away from Brown Boy, but he thinks, and I think that Dave, you've been doing it long enough now. When you think that, oh, I got it figured out, you're
Yeah.
wrong. In other words, and I didn't want to say it to him. I didn't want to hurt his feelings, but he was saying, yeah, I got figured it out that you got to wait 4 hours. That's not true, because when I was rolling, man, I could put one up and you know as well, you could put one up every 2 hours and it was getting 2,000, 3,000. Hell, I
Yep.
was averaging 1,400 or more, 1,500, 2,000 on every short I put up.
Yep.
And I was doing them every 2 hours.
Yeah, that was the same with me. I was getting like 1,100, 1,500 views on every short, and I could upload 3 like back to back and still get
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Now is when I started going over 4 a day that it started. I could definitely see the fall off on those 4th and 5th videos.
right.
But like for the first 3, it didn't matter when I
Well,
uploaded them.
I question, because I did a Zoom with Stu the other night, Pirate Stu. I aired the
Yeah,
first part of that. He's a
I
lot
caught
of
part of that
fun.
too. Yeah.
But Stu's been doing it 10 years. He's monetized. And, one of the things we talked about was, the frequency and doing it so much. But when he said, and this was what just food for thought for you, he mentioned that now they're YouTube, if you go into YouTube Studio, you can click on one of your old videos and it says, do you want to make a short out of this? Well, what that tells me is that Google still needs content.
Yeah.
They still are trying to chase TikTok, which they're not going to win that battle, probably. Right. But if they're making it that easy to put up shorts, and I guess that's the thing, is some of these shorts, for me, that like with you doing art, I can't stand. There's a couple of these that are like AI. It's a voice. It's not even. It's a computer voice telling jokes. There's no emotion. The other one that gets me is, and this is me going on a little rant here, Dave, but there's one couple where all they do is play like Seinfeld or play another comedian and react to it. And I thought, where is the, pardon my French, where's the fucking talent in that? All you're doing is playing a comedian saying stuff and you're reacting to it. Oh my God.
React content is some of the most low effort bullshit ever. I absolutely despise it.
Yeah, man. It pisses me off because I'm here schlepping. I've worked, my friend Dave sent me, I have another friend named Dave. I have a couple of friends and I don't pay him. But he said to me the other day, I sent him a video and he said, Scotty, that is the best looking and set, because I got a new microphone. I don't know if I told you I got a mic.
Nice.
Did I tell you that? Here, look, I'll show it to you real quick. This is pretty cool. Guy that promised me.
Ooh, nice.
It's a Bigfoot, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, using that mic, and the the lighting. I'm working on the lighting now. Again, when I do the Zoom, it seems like it's real bright, but when I play them back, it seems to be a little better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here schlepping, and you got jerk offs out there doing prank videos and shit like that makes me sick.
I know, and I've seen some of those channels where it's like it's like a dumb kid dancing, like some girl dancing, and then I look at their subscriber counts and I'm just like, how the fuck does this 5,000 subscribers and this channel does literally nothing but dumb videos of a kid's hand every now and then. And it's mind-boggling to me how
Stu said if he was a 19-year-old girl right now, a half decent looking 19-year-old girl right now, man, you could own. All you got to do is do some yoga poses and in skimpy outfits, and man, you're going to wrap up 10,000, 20. You're monetized in no time.
And that even on the TikTok live, and I'm starting to see YouTube lives with the vertical now. I didn't see too many of those before, but yeah, with those things, people are fucking, especially on TikTok, people are just throwing fucking money at those people. And I feel like it's a money laundering organization. I think it feels like it's an operation to take money that's fraudulent and
Well,
reinserted
I
into the
know
economy.
now. I don't know
But
where you're at there, but I know. I think it's Montana that they banned TikTok.
yep,
You know
yep, they
that,
did.
yeah.
Yeah,
And there's places that it just. I would the one I did just a minute ago. We talked about it where social media. A young man said to me a while back that Twitter is the worst thing that ever happened. And his
I
reasoning,
I
he's a
agree.
young man, he's probably 20 something years old. His reasoning was because it gives people, young kids or whatever, false hope that, let's say they follow Britney Spears or something, and Britney Spears actually likes one of their, oh my God, Britney Spears recognize, and they get that false hope that Britney Spears knows me or I'm friends with Britney Spears,
Oh yeah,
and uh, the kids today, I feel so sorry for them because they don't live in a real world.
yeah, I totally agree.
They're,
Um,
here,
there's a so one of my favorite YouTubers did she did a video about this, the parasocial relationship that people develop with YouTubers, and it was like an hour long. She's a social scientist, but
okay,
it is really interesting that relationship that people, because they feel connected to their online people because they know a lot about that person, right? Like if I was to go on, like people could come on and watch this stuff, they could watch my channels, they could do that and actually get to know a little bit about me. And a lot of time the people, they get that in, and they feel like, well, I'm actually kind of this person's friend because I know so much about him. And
right,
so
right,
like in your mind it triggers that same like friend response that people
right.
have. So it's really kind of and I think that's one of the reasons why I've kind of shied away from just being a personality myself and just
Yeah, I
focusing
noticed.
on
I
my art.
noticed your. I think it was one of your latest shorts where you actually are in it more because you'd said to me you really didn't want to be the face of it. You just wanted
Yeah,
to do your. But
yeah,
and I said to you, and I'm trying to help you out. I
yeah,
think you have to be the face of it because
yeah,
people watching the back of your head, you spray painting, is just I think that's why you're experiencing some of that down trend on shorts now because it's the same thing with me when I'm out in the porch. If you notice, I started going around different places. I tried that for a while because I thought, I got to do something different.
right.
You
Yeah,
know,
YouTube is like a cat because it's so fucking picky, and so you can't fucking decide, you can't figure this shit out, right? Like, oh, I'm feeding you this one day and you're totally fine with it. The next day you're fucking trying to bury it like a turd. Like you can't you
that's a
can't
great analogy.
yeah,
That's a
you
great
fucking
analogy. Well, you know what's weird to
so
me doing, and you've been with me a long time. I'll do a quickie that is, you know, in my mind, it's sketchy, and I get up and it's got 5,000 views,
mhm,
and then I'll do this one for you because I love when I think stuff up
mhm,
in my mind. And I was telling Stu this where I maybe have done variations of a joke, but my thing is timing and the that pause. And but the other night I was actually in the restroom and I thought about the joke was again, I kind of wrote this as I was talking to my blind friend and I said, "Do you see what I'm saying?" And I just thought that was such a cool play on words and stuff. And in my mind, oh, that was going to be bonkers. I get
yeah,
up, it was like 300 views. That was the last one I do at night because YouTube seems to give me one a day, one at night. If I do it at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, I get up every morning and it's 1,500, 2,000 or bigger. Again, but that was one where I was shocked,
mhm.
and I don't know if you feel that way that, and I don't think it even has to do with any of your paintings. It has to do with YouTube.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just a matter of YouTube. So the way I kind of imagine it, and this is based on no knowledge whatsoever, but the way I kind of imagine it is
Hey,
like
that's great.
it's like the algorithm is a place in line, right? Like the
Right.
algorithm is the line, and they're lining up to show shit, and you miss your spot, and like they'll decide to pick you, and they decide not to pick you. And right
Yeah.
now, I'm not getting picked.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
it
my
it
stuff's
does
not
look
getting
like that.
served up. So I don't even think my stuff's getting served up to the majority of my subscribers, honestly.
No, no, and that always baffled my mind.
Yeah.
How can I have 10,000 subscribers but only 2 views or
Well,
4 views? That doesn't
here's
that
the
doesn't make any sense.
here's the other side of that. How come I'm subscribed to 100 channels, but fucking none of them show up in my feed?
Yeah, yeah,
Right? Like your shorts don't show up in my feed until I'm 30 scrolls deep. Like a lot of the painting YouTubers that I follow, their stuff
right.
doesn't show up, and I don't get fucking notifications for it, even though I have the
Well,
notifications turned on.
you know what I found is like because I try and share stuff to Reddit
Hmm.
so that I don't get kicked out of certain places. And like last night, I shared it because I'm fans of them. I saw AC/DC live, and
Nice.
they had Angus Young, and it said something about Angus still kicking it, whatever. And I
Right on.
shared it. I shared that video to our videos
Hmm.
because again, I'd like to put my stuff there, but you can't do it, to put so much of the other stuff. And hell, I went back to YouTube, and there was Angus Young, AC/DC, ACD. I thought, oh my God, you guys.
Yeah.
I clicked one video, and now I'm AC/DC boy.
Yep. Yep.
It's
Yeah. It's even worse if you're using the YouTube, because I pay for YouTube Premium. I have forever because
oh,
I
do
don't
you?
I
Okay.
pay because I listen to the music. That's what it is. I got it for the YouTube music
Okay, yeah.
because I'd been using YouTube for music, and then they instituted the red. Like basically they put in the YouTube red where you couldn't listen to the videos with your phone blacked out anymore. So or with your phone screen off. So I've been paying since then. But if I click on a fucking random song and I thumbs up it or I engage with it, my fucking YouTube music feed is filled with shit that's related
Yeah.
to it,
Yeah.
whether it's something I like or not. And so I
Yeah.
have to be very
Yeah.
judicious about what I interact with when I'm
Yeah.
watching it.
It's slippery. Let's get
Yeah.
back to your paintings because we're going to run out of time here, and I don't want to run out
Yeah.
of time. But yeah, if you can, take a minute and run through as many of them as you can. I know you were flipping while I was
Okay.
talking,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I didn't see that one before. I don't think that's a neat one.
Yeah. I had a Norwegian. Actually, it's a guy I stream with occasionally now, but he said, "Hey, do a unicorn," and so I
Okay.
did it. I did a unicorn, and I
Okay.
think it
That's
turned
cool.
out pretty cool.
Yeah, real cool.
Um,
I've never seen that one before.
and I tend to reuse a lot of my stencils. So this was one I made.
Dave, not to interrupt, but are all these that you're showing in your Etsy store now?
Yep. Everything I'm showing
Good,
here
good,
is
good.
currently
That's what I
available
want.
at my Etsy store.
Right. That's what we
So,
want. Oh, there we go. That reminds me of go back one. Do you remember there was a band called Fat Boy Slim?
yeah.
They had a cover like that. Do you
Oh,
remember that cover?
I didn't see that cover.
I
No.
think it was Fat Boy
But
Slim. I have the poster.
right on.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
run. Go ahead. Keep going.
But yeah, no, I'd say that's
Anytime
kind
you
of
put up a female up there, I'm a horn dog. I'm in. You put up a woman, I'm gonna stop you.
well, and I've done
That one's really cool, Dave. I like that one a lot.
I
That one
have
I've seen before.
yeah, this is an old one. Let's say I have a lot of female stencils just because I'm a dude and I appreciate the female form. But I also think that it does make really good.
Oh,
They make
sure,
they make really good
sure.
things, right? And you tell me who even women appreciate the female form. It's just
Yeah,
a
no, you're
natural
right.
thing of
You're right.
beauty. And so I enjoy capturing it.
Yeah, no,
And then
I like that one. I've seen that one before.
I've done a lot of couples things too.
Yeah.
Um, which is really ironic because I don't want a relationship and I don't really like women. So
You know what, Dave? I got to tell you, unfortunately, that's when it happens.
right.
You know what I mean? When you're out there looking for women, at least from in my experience, but when you're not looking, all of a sudden they come out of or I tell you
Right.
what else happens. You've got a nice girl, and then other girls, it's like I'm kind of with the
Hey, you were desirable enough to be chosen by somebody. There must be something good
yeah.
about you.
I'm waiting for somebody to lower their standards.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
But
that
yeah,
one's cool. That one's cool.
this is another one of the like couples pictures.
Well, I
Um,
think I think Dave, being diverse is just so important in what you're doing.
well, and it's not even, I don't think that it's important in the sense that like it's important to me to make art that's attractive to people, but it does help me feel better about it. Just
Right.
because I mean, really, I could go out and fucking whip up a space painting, just a plain Jane. Actually, I don't even have any on here hardly. Not this far in. But I mean, I could whip up a space like this. I could do this in 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, I've seen you do those.
And it looks
Like
cool, and
one
it's
big thing, and you go shoot, 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 and you got it.
mhm.
Yeah.
But it's not challenging, number one.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I like to challenge myself. I like to
Right.
try to see what I can come up with the best stuff, like the best combination of colors, and something interesting. I really like, in the end, that's all I'm really trying to do is make something interesting to people. Something that'll engage people and catch
Well,
their and
you
make
and I
them think.
talked. I was ready for you at 11. You weren't there, and so
Yeah, I
I was
apologize for
getting
that.
angry, and I got angry, and I thought I'm going to pay him back. So, Dave, this is me paying you back.
All right.
Uh, I did for Stu, and I did for Scotty, who I did one earlier. I did my Elvis impression. Would you like to see my Elvis impression?
Yeah, let's see it. Yep, that's a good one.
Pretty much fucking spot on. But that also, Dave, is my Tom Petty impression too. I know you're a big Tom Petty fan.
Yeah, I
At
love
least
Tom
I
Petty.
think so.
Yeah.
That it works. It's a Prince. It's a Michael Jackson. It's universal. It's pretty good.
Hey,
I think.
you're pale enough to where you really sell that Michael Jackson one too, let me tell you.
All right. Well, look, let's wrap this up. For all of you that are watching, go to Total Blackout Painting on YouTube, and on there you will see his Etsy links, also on Twitter, and on this video I will put at the bottom all of Dave links to his links to Twitter and to Total Blackout Painting on YouTube, and most importantly to his Etsy store. Please, please check out this man's work. It's great stuff, and I love Dave to death. I'm sorry about Tom Petty. I shouldn't have done Tom Petty. I know I shouldn't. I shouldn't have. But I owed you one, and that's my way
Yeah, I apologize.
of no problem.